Hi everybody, my name's Tanya Sesmonero from Vida Coaching, and I'm a career and work-life balance coach. And I've come to talk to you today about burnout, talking about what it is, and talking about the three strategies that I'm going to share with you that can help you to avoid it. So actually it's been Stress Awareness Month in April, so I've been doing a series of videos or Facebook Lives on stress. So please do go and check any of those out on my Vida Coaching Facebook page if you want any more information on that. But today let's talk about burnout. So what is burnout? So how are you feeling at the moment? Do you think you could be suffering from burnout? Are you feeling really tired? Are you feeling unproductive? Are you feeling kind of demotivated and like life doesn't really have a purpose, that work doesn't have a purpose? You don't really, you might be getting headaches, not sleeping, really sort of dreading going into work. Lots of feelings that you may have that could be signs of, that you're reaching burnout. Now, the difference between stress and burnout, stress is a much more short-lived experience. So if you're experiencing stress, it could be, that you have a really difficult day where you don't feel in control and you're struggling to manage all the different pressures on your time and all the tasks that you need to do. And actually sometimes it may go on for a few days, or you might even have a very busy period at work where it's going on for a few weeks, but then things will change and things will calm down and be easier. Whereas with burnout, it's a much more longer term situation. And I think, as well as the kind of physical symptoms of the tiredness and not feeling so great, there is that kind of lack of meaning and lack of purpose as well that's involved with burnout. And actually a dictionary definition of it, and I'm just going to read it for you, is to ruin one's health or become completely exhausted through overwork. But definitely that's over a period of time that this is happening. So what can you do about it to make sure that you don't get to that stage where you make yourself very ill? Now, a lot of people think that, maybe taking a holiday is, oh, I need to go on a holiday and I'll feel better. Certainly, having a holiday is a lovely break, and it's it can be useful, but if you come back, the problems are still going to be there and it's not going to have solved anything. So it's not a solution for burnout, as lovely as it might be at the time. Three tips that I have are, firstly, rediscovering your purpose. Okay, so generally, as I say, your life might be feeling like, oh, I just don't know what the point is, and I've lost that purpose, the job's not fulfilling you. So you can either do this by sort of job crafting, which I've talked about over on LinkedIn actually recently, which is where you kind of shift the emphasis of your job so into the sort of stuff that you really enjoy doing and away from the things that you don't feel you're as good at or don't find as fulfilling. Now, sometimes it's possible to do this without even anyone really realizing, because you're still achieving what you need to achieve, but just in a different way that's more fulfilling for you. Sometimes it may require talking to your manager and other people to kind of, achieve this. So that's one thing, if you want to stay where you are in the job that you're in. Another, kind of more extreme, obviously, decision would be to find something else, find another job or career that's more fulfilling for you. And I certainly know of a lot of people who have set up their own small businesses. A lot of women that I've met who, you know, were in the corporate environment and decided that they were reaching that burnout point and decided to, you know, leave that and set up on their own, and are now feeling a lot better as a result. So that's another sort of, you don't have to set up a business, obviously you can just find a different job, but that's just one example. And lastly, I think another way of doing it is to have something that you're passionate about, a hobby that you're passionate about, that you can focus on, that sort of fulfills that need and brings back purpose to your life. So maybe the job isn't quite what you're sort of, that's really fulfilling what you need, but you're getting that fulfillment from something outside of work. Okay, so that's the first strategy. The second one is kind of not rocket science. It's take care of yourself. Yeah, and I think, you know, we all know that we need to take care of ourselves, but I think when you're getting to that stage of burnout, it can sometimes be the last thing on your mind. You know, you might be like, the last thing you want to do is do exercise because you're just not feeling motivated, and you're feeling tired. But, you know, as most of us know, exercise releases those endorphins and can really make us feel a lot better, and can actually help us to sleep. So if you're having problems sleeping, that can help. Mindfulness is a great way of kind of managing the anxiety and all the stuff going around in your head and allowing you to be present, and so that can be helpful. If you're very, very busy at work and that's causing, you know, a lot of the stress and that's leading to burnout, trying to take a break, because actually, yes, you might be busy, but if you take a break, that can, well, it does make you more productive. Having a break has been proven to make people more productive. So it's little things, you know, making sure you're not drinking too much and eating the wrong things as well, to sort of really help you manage, you know, your state and how you are, and just, yeah, being kind to yourself. So that's the second strategy. The third strategy is to increase your positivity, which you might think I'm completely mad, because how can you increase your positivity when you're feeling really stressed and you're about to burn out? But it's about finding ways to improve your positivity, because Fredrickson has, and just want to get the details right, so I'm just checking here, Fredrickson has said that the ratio of positive emotions to negative emotions needs to be 3 to 1. The tipping point is 3 to 1 for when you are to start experiencing increased resilience and happiness. So find ways of being more positive. Start seeing the good in people and you know, praising them or recognizing it to them, because actually when other people are happy, it makes you happy. Stop being so hard on yourself. And if you find that you've got that mind chatter, that negative mind chatter, start trying to flip those negative thoughts into positive. Think of things that you can say to yourself that are positive. Start using affirmations, sort of how you want to be, and repeating the same affirmations over and over again during the day to give you that more positive mindset. And also, I've often talked about gratitude. I love gratitude, and you know, keeping a gratitude journal at the end of the day, looking at your day and looking at the positive rather than focusing on the negative, can be really beneficial. So those are 3 strategies to help you to prevent burnout. But a sort of final bonus tip really is to say, get help. If you really feel like you're at that stage of burnout, then it's really important that you reach out to friends and to family, because it's a time when you don't really want to reach out to people. You want to just shut yourself away. But, you know, try and find somebody that you feel you can talk to and reach out. And you may need to go and seek, you know, medical help or professional help, but whatever it is, you know, take that first step to get help, because you can you can get help, and you can get over this stage that you're in at the moment. So thank you very much for listening to my Facebook Live on burnout. And if you would like to come and talk to me about anything to do with work-life balance and stress and resilience, confidence as well, or anything to do with finding a new job or changing your job, then please do get in touch. I would really, really love to help. Thanks very much for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.